Hi guys, welcome back. Episode 6 of Sunderland RTG. Obviously, last time out, we went 100% in September. Some good simulated games, played really well in played games. So we're going to continue on now into October. So if we look at the calendar, so we start with a double against Lincoln, so we're away to start with, which we're going to play, and then we've got a home game against Lincoln in the Leasing Cup. Again, we'll put out a weekend team in that, and then we'll sim Fleetwood at home, and we'll play Wickham, sim Tranmere at home, and then finish the month with an away game against Shrewsbury. So let's crack on and see how we go this month. So here we are, away against Lincoln. I have started Will Grigg up top. Obviously he's been playing well in the recent games, scoring a lot of goals, so he comes in and plays Salafity. Right, let's go. Lincoln starting well with getting around him there. Max Power gets tackling finally. Gooch, O'Neill on the run, trying to get there with Grigg as well. Ushered back to the keeper. Morale to Payne. Red cut. Oh, and it's a good run. It's a decent effort. So Lincoln started quite well here. Red cut going through. Where's to Smith? Try and whip it down that line. Eden McGeady is in behind. It's a nice ball. Max Power back to McGeady. McGeady tried to hit it. Oh, and he thought we was going to get through there. Couldn't quite make it. Poor effort to start with. I tried to. Oh, it's Grigg. What a wonderful turn by Will Grigg, and what a challenge. Boswick, how did he get back onto that? Will Grigg, that was a fantastic turn by Grigg. Thought I was in. The defender just got his foot around the ball, and fantastic challenge. Just trying to go over there. It's a decent ball. Tommy Smith got up well. Max Power whips it out to Maguire. Maguire, good strength. Geedy into Grigg. There's a man coming over here. It's Max Power. Max Power drills it low, and there is the first goal. Right on the half hour. And that was a good break. Will Grigg doing well again, holding the ball up really nicely. Just waiting for Max Power to make that run. Good timing to Max Power, and Power just drills it low and hard. No chance for the defender to get across. No chance for the keeper to get down. Really good goal for us. Scotland is too short. I do think, obviously with this plan, it's actually working well with the right and left backs. Obviously with the wing backs, the good thing was those wing backs getting forward, but we still seem to have that in this formation as well. And that's well done, but Declan John got back easily. We'll lay this back to the keeper. Smith just keeping his body in the way there. Go Maguire. Grigg, it's a good ball. Looking for Gooch. Gooch comes inside. First time Maguire. Tried to hit it earlier there, and it just couldn't hit it quick enough. Another decent effort. It's going to come to John. Nice ball into Power. Power, good turn. Grigg. I think he's going to be offside. Cut out though. Max Power. Just flip that out to Declan John. Declan John takes his time. It's into McGeady, looking to go back to Grigg. Oh, that was close. Nearly somehow find its way through to our attacker. Oh, that's a great ball over the top, and it's somehow gone through. And Hopper. What a chance for Lincoln. It was just a lump ball forward, and somehow 2 men back, yet we beat into the ball. Fortunately, their strikers pulled it wide. What a chance for Lincoln to get back into the game. Here is Willis. Play to John. John looking down the line. McGeady, he's in behind. We'll whip back onto his right foot here. Look for the back post. It's O'Nien. It's into Will Grigg. Will Grigg takes his time to Maguire. It's off the post. Oh, and we can't quite get the rebound. What an effort by Chris Maguire. So close to getting that second. Just a couple of minutes after we could have been all square. They've worked it well down this right side. Declan John trying to get over there and does really well. Gets it away. There's Max Power. Scowen. Gets it to Gooch. Gooch looking for the man on the overlap. Got men forward now. We'll play it into Will Grigg. Back out to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien into Will Grigg. It's in behind him, the defender. Could have been messy there for the defender, but Tommy Smith's done well. Gets it to Maguire. Takes his time. It's into Will Grigg. Will Grigg with the turn. Gets fouled. And still managed to get the effort off. Vickers, a good save. Hold on to this scoreline. That's a great ball by the keeper. We'll look long for Grigg. He's got not too much ahead of him. He's done that well. Will Grigg look for that man at the near post, but tried to get it in low, but and here's Will Grigg again. We'll pump it in this time. Again, it's well dealt with. Declan John gets to going. Dobson, lovely little drop of the shoulder there by Dobson. He's done really well. Gets it to Gooch. Gooch to the near post, and it's Will Grigg. He's offside. Will Grigg, what a finish. Took it on the chest. And then turned, put it in. What a good finish that was by Grigg. It's chalked off, so I think we'll take Gooch. Bring on Duncan Watmore. Now as we come to the last 10 minutes, try and hold on to the ball a bit now. It's going into Dobson. It's a great ball. We'll look out wide to McGeady. McGeady coming on that right foot. Try to whip it in at that near post. Perhaps should have tried to have blasted it. Put a bit of finesse. Oh, that's a good bit of play there. Will Grigg. Will Grigg. Oh, and it's tipped away. And we just can't get there again. Quite a few of those chances today where it's just not fallen. Lincoln going backwards here. That's a terrible ball. Now as we come to the last couple of minutes, Lincoln really giving us a bit of time off here, and it's a poor pass. That's not the best, but Josh Scowen does well. It's into O'Nien. O'Nien just plays it behind Watmore there. Watmore did good though. Scowen just look to play it back to Watmore again. Just looking to play out time now. It's Jordan Willis. It's come to the last seconds. Watmore. It's to O'Nien. O'Nien. Go for the cross, but it's well blocked. But here it is. It's another win. 1-0. We had more chances Obviously they had a few chances. Obviously the Hooper one, just a long ball. This was an early chance as well from Bridcut. So there was 1 or 2 chances for them, but I think we dominated, and as you can see they had no shots on target. 50-50 possession, but I think it's quite dominant result really. Obviously we don't need to worry too much about the money, and we're not too worried about getting any further in this competition. So it's in this game against Lincoln. And it is another draw, but this time we lose on penalties. So Kimbeoka and Duncan Watmore get us the goals, but not too worried. So home game against Fleetwood now. Obviously we are going to be missing some players. Fleetwood currently 2nd in the table, so a win would be really nice, but obviously we're simulating this game, so it's going to be a tough one with the fact that we're missing quite a lot of our first team players. So we've got quite a lot of the players missing. So I'm not sure we're going to put up front, up top. I think it's going to have to be Sameo. He's going to have to come in, start. And we put Joel Lynch is away as well. And we're going to have to play Bailey right. Denver Hume comes in at left back. And then Sonny Langton goes in the net. Yeah, so again, it's not a terrible team, but it's not our first choice team that's going to be playing this game, and obviously it's an important game. If we attend the press conference before we get into this. Rotation is key. I'd say anything can happen because we have been playing a lot better recently. From the last 6 matches, how we keep it going against Fleetwood. Long-term success, or we're in great form. I'd say we're in great form. Obviously, winning 6 in a row or whatever it is. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult game at home. Obviously, we're without either of our top strikers, so but Fleetwood not been in the best of results recently. It is 2-2, so that's not too bad. Lyndon Gooch has picked up an injury though. He did go off very early. Well, he got injured very early, picked up a knock early and then went off at half time, so hopefully it's not too bad. The youngster just came off the bench, got us an equaliser 7 minutes from time. Let's have a look what this injury is. It is 7 weeks, broken ankle for Lyndon Gooch. That is not good. So obviously I think Duncan Watmore will come into the team straight away, but 7 weeks, that's not ideal. So we just need to get to the round of 32 of the FA Cup. So obviously when the FA Cup does come up, we will have to play those games just to get to the round of 32 and then concentrate more on the league. But that's the only thing we've got now critical, which is win the league title, which is still not a million miles away. Obviously Dan is 6th at the moment, but it is reasonably close. You can see Oxford have now gone to the top. We are only 4 points off top suddenly, so that's not too bad. We have Wycombe next. Wycombe just outside playoffs. They're currently in 8th. So it could be a close game against these, but obviously we're at Linden Gooch, but we do have players back now from internationals. So again, started this month quite well again. But big game now against Wycombe, another possible promotion rivals at the moment. It's well in. Did bounce back off, but it is Declan John. Declan John's definitely a player that we're going to be looking at in the summer, potentially getting on permanent contract, and it's just going to run out beyond him there. Decent ball over the top. Tommy Smith does well. Nice control. To Max Power. Throw this over to Scowen. Back to Max Power. Decent ball out to Chris Maguire. We'll try and come back here. It's Will Grigg. Max Power's in behind. Max Power, good finish. Well worked. And saw the run early. Will Grigg just waited for the power to come in. And there is Max Power. Holds his man off. And then just lifts it into the corner, really. Nice finish. Good start for us. Comes out to Watmore. Watmore taking his time, and it's a lovely ball to O'Nien. O'Nien trying to get it off, but just couldn't. And now O'Nien's out of position. They're looking down this right side. It's a good chance, and he's headed it wide. Wheeler. Looked like it was too far away from him, but he's done really well to get his header off. Couldn't quite direct it into that far corner. We'll pump it long here. Can get that on, and he has done. Chris Maguire. Back to Maguire here. Looking again for Grigg and couldn't quite get it through. Stewart there. Centre back's playing well. Looks like he's got some strength to him. And here's Power. Looking for Grigg. Again, it's well challenged right at the end. Trying to get it up. Max Power, I think he's fouled there. Not sure if it's handball. It is Wycombe with the free kick. Half an hour gone. Well headed. Max Power. Declan John, and they're streaming around me at the moment. Scowen does well though. Will Grigg just takes his time, plays it to O'Nien. Looking to Power, but Maguire it was actually, but got knocked off the ball. That's a terrible pass there. Not really sure where he was looking there. Then we'll take a time. Josh going. It's to Watmore. Watmore in space. Will look long. Trying to get it through to the second man coming round the back there. Just a little bit more height. It would have been in. 9 having to sprint back. Smith, he's got away from me. Good speed by Smith. Try and stop him from getting back in, and it's a terrible attempt by Wheeler, but he got a second attempt after a poor ball. Smith, and not coming to me here, so I'll take my time. John McLaughlin, it's well played at the back. Jordan Willis. Take a time here, it's 1-0 up. We'll try and get through to half time without any issues. Here's Duncan Watmore looking for O'Nien on the overlap. O'Nien takes his time. It's a great ball. Smith does well again. So Wycombe have been really good at the back, really. We'll look for the whipping. It is going to be a corner. See if we can get this second goal right at the end here. Chris Maguire looking for Grigg at the near post. Grigg couldn't quite get there. We'll have a crack here. What more? It's a good effort, but Allsop. Quite an easy save, really. That's well played. There is a free kick, but the referee says play on. Maguire can't get his pass off, and Thompson sneaked in there. They will get this last chance. And there is a man over here. Declan John trying to get back. It's well headed away by O'Nien and well headed on the second time. But gave him a chance there really that they shouldn't have had right at the end. There's Max Power and Scowen. Got men out on this right side. But we'll go inside. Will Grigg. Power. And it's that combination again. Grigg to Max Power. So Grigg had actually not played that well, really, but obviously he's had two really good overlapping runs by Power, and he's picked him out. So getting the assist. It's a good turn, really. It's a good finish. Max Power on the left foot this time. Hits it hard. It's by the keeper. So that is 2-0. 6 goals now for Max Power. So obviously with another game coming quite soon, we will perhaps change a couple of players. John, obviously just coming back from international duty as well. Looking a bit tired. Maguire's not too bad at the moment. In fact, everybody else seems not too bad. We'll keep it at that at the moment. 2-0 up. It's obviously been quite a steady game. And that's gone short. Couldn't quite get there, McGeady. So Grigg trying to close him down. It's a nice ball whipped out there to McCarthy. They've done reasonably well. It's blocked by Denver Hume. There's Chris Maguire. Done well. Max Power into Grigg. Grigg's done well. We'll go back to Grigg here. Look for that ball through. Just delayed it a bit too long. Not sure if we could have gone a bit of height on the ball, probably would have got it through. This gets it through to O'Nien. 9 in Scowen. We'll go back here to Smith. Just lay that ball in. Chris Maguire. Chris Maguire's waited well. Just getting there, and he does, and it's Max Power again. Hat trick. And again, it's a wonderful run. Max Power is really, really playing well. I think we're seeing, obviously, Chris Maguire giving him that free role just allows him to go out onto the wing. And then when he does push out there, Max Power just comes in, fills that cam role, doing really well. And that is a fantastic hat trick from Max Power. So our captain really doing well. 7 goals now for the season. Blocked. Parker pushing forward here. It's gone over the top. It's a poor finish by Wheeler. Wheeler obviously had a chance in the first half that could have made this game a lot different, but so the youngster will come on for Maguire just for the last 90 seconds. But it is going to be another victory for us here. Smith dinks it into Power. And it's a good run here by Jackson. Tried to have a crazy shot really there, but just didn't have much chance it was going to go anywhere. They're in behind, but again, poor decision making really by their attackers, and it's an easy 3-0 win. So we get a bit of space between another promotion contender. Max Power hat trick. So if we look, they actually did have quite a few chances, only 3 on target, and to be fair, none of them was really much of a test for bench on the bench as well. So yeah, we've made some changes. Obviously it is quite a short turnaround. So, but we are playing a team that's more the lower end of the table, so hopefully we'll pick up a result here. And it is a 1-0 win. Aidan McGeady picking up the only goal, so not much happening, but it is another 3 points. Now we've got Kyle Lafferty, who's not happy. So you still have a place, because obviously Will Griggs was playing well at the moment. So obviously Oxford and Peterborough are, so Peterborough playing Coventry at home, Oxford playing Rochdale. Rochdale down in 14th, so not too good. Shrewsbury down in 15th at the moment, so say obviously Peterborough having the hardest game. We do have Aidan McGeady, who's maybe a little bit potentially play him, bring him on at half time. Yeah, I think we'll start McGeady. Will Griggs been playing well, but obviously Kyle Lafferty is fully fit. I think we will start Lafferty, just merely for stamina wise. May also start Kimbayoko. I don't want to get any injuries with McGeady, so we will take McGeady out, put him down on the bench. Maybe give Ledbetter game on the bench as well. We'll go with that. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm afraid we did have a bit of an issue with the video in the last game against Shrewsbury, so I did manage to get the last few minutes of it, so we would join in the 70th minute. There wasn't actually much that you missed. It was quite a poor game. Like I say, we'd played Lafferty and Kimbayoko, and I don't think either really helped us too much. Shrewsbury actually played quite well. To say that there was a team down near the bottom, they posed us a few problems earlier on. We didn't really play too well going forward, so it was pretty much a bore 0-0 draw, so not missed too much really. Yeah, so there was a few chances either side. So as we pick it up in the 70th minute, nothing too gilt-edged on either side really. But like I say, so we finish out the month obviously with a draw, which is a little bit disappointing away from home against a team near the bottom, but Shrewsbury did actually play quite well. Yeah, attacking wise, really, they were just getting a lot of blocks in. We weren't where the luck had been going for us in recent times, where things would drop into our attackers. It was just going the opposite, really. It was always being blocked and just getting knocked away. So it was one of those, really. Obviously, it would have been nice to have continued our winning run, but at the same time, you're going to have games like that. I think it does make Will Grigg has got to be our starter up front. He's been in good form. Lafferty, I think obviously we brought him back in mainly because he wasn't too happy about not starting games recently, so brought him in just to give him a bit of game time really. Obviously fought against Shrewsbury, might be a good time. But obviously it didn't turn out too well. We had a couple of chances, they had a couple of chances, but 0-0 probably the right result really. So if we go to the press conference, not much to say really. It was just one of those games, so it was quite tight. I think you have to praise both defences really. I say two strong defences because I can't say that we should have won really because we didn't have that many more chances than they did. Yeah, so can't say too much with that. So if we go have a quick train, obviously Kimbayoka was the last. So we'll go and train up the. Oh, we've actually got a couple of youngsters, so we will put those. Got a couple of new youngsters that will add to the training. Again, looks another good winger. It has a 70 to 90 potential, I think, top end. So he's looking good. And then obviously we've picked up another goalkeeper as well, which even if obviously we don't end up playing him in the first team, it can be somebody we loan out, grow a little bit, and then maybe sell on for some good money later down the line. So yeah, train that up. So like I say, we did Kimbayoka last, so we'll go Ballymunba. Again, not greatest training, but obviously it's probably better than loaning these youngsters out. They're getting a couple of games here and every now and again and training each week. So, but if we look at the table, obviously we're only 4 points off top, so we're actually not doing too badly at the moment. If we have a quick look at the bottom, yeah, it's the same teams really. So obviously we've got Southend coming up, beginning of. We'll do that in a minute. So a quick look. So Charlie Murphy looks quite good. Only 15 years old as well, so looks like he's got good potential to grow. Marcus Roberts, another one, good starting. Bradley Jackson, I think he's a bit too low starting there. Can't take him, no. Again, no potential really there. So if we have a quick look at those youngsters that we've just brought in. Charlie Murphy, centre forward, and Marcus Roberts as a cam. So again, both positions that we need cam. Obviously we've got a good youngster at cam already, but you can never have too many strikers we do need. So Charlie Murphy, centre forward, obviously nowhere near what we need yet, but if we can boost his potential up there, if we can get anywhere near that potential, he'll be doing well. But yeah, so Franson, we will send him out again now for another 3 months. I think we'll keep it obviously local, so we'll go for Ireland for 3 months. That's probably the best place to send him at the moment. Yeah, so if we look at next month, obviously we've only got 3 games at the moment. So Southend, Bristol Rovers and Coventry, but I assume that the FA Cup game will come in there at some point. So at the moment we'll play all 3 of those, but potentially an FA Cup game will come in there because I don't see it in any other month. But yeah, like I say, we'll come back next episode and see where we are there.